K-pop today is pretty different from K-pop at the beginning of the decade. We've watched hundreds of trends and songs come and go as the years pass by. Some trends stick around, while others are only around for a short amount of time. Today, I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 songs from every year of the decade in K-pop. Please keep in mind that this is just my opinion, and that while I may present some of the things I talk about today as fact, it all comes down to what I personally look for in K-pop songs. (2010). Number 5, Lucifer by HyunA. This song is a masterpiece from beginning to the end. There's a reason it's one of their most popular, well-known songs. While it has a heavy dance techno beat, the harmonies and the chorus was just the start of HyunA being considered one of the best vocal groups of the decade, and one of the best groups as a whole. Number 4, Bad Girl Good Girl by Miss A. There's a reason this song won Song of the Year at the Mamas in 2010. I think that beyond this song being one of the best songs released that year, it's considered one of the more controversial debut songs because of its more sexual lyrics and choreography, and Suzy was only 14 when they were promoting this song. Despite that, this song really raised the bar for debut songs for the decade. Number 3, Hoot by Girls' Generation. Hoot is actually one of my favorite songs by Girls' Generation ever. It's one of those songs that I feel is timeless in every way. Had Hoot been released in 2019, I felt it would have been just as much of a hit as it was in 2010. While it was definitely a bit outshined by their other 2010 releases, I really feel like this song is one of their best. Number 2, Good Day by IU. This song was crowned K-pop Song of the Decade by Billboard for a reason. Good Day is such a different sound than pretty much everything else that was released in 2010. The orchestral heavy music track, followed by IU's amazing vocals, leaves a song that changed the game. Number 1, Oh by Girls' Generation. Oh is not only my favorite song released in 2010, but one of the best songs released in the decade as a whole. Even the music video concept itself became a trend in K-pop, with groups using cheerleader concepts after Oh's release. Twice's Cheer Up and Cosmic Girls Happy, for example. This song is one of the songs that will go down in history as one of the best K-pop songs ever. 2011. Number 5, Be My Baby by Wonder Girls. Be My Baby is clearly inspired by 80s pop music, which is what I listened to a lot when I was growing up. It also reminds me of Hairspray, for some reason. Overall, the song just gives me a nostalgic vibe, making me fall in love with it a little more every time I hear it. Wonder Girls definitely know how to do the retro, throwback songs. Number 4, Be Mine by Infinite. The first time I heard this song, it felt as if everything fell into place. I can't find a single K-pop song released before or around this time that has the same feel this song has. I'm a huge fan of vocal heavy songs, and this is definitely a vocal heavy song. This is another song that is timeless, but with Be Mine, I feel as if this song will never be topped by similar songs. Number 3, Troublemaker by Troublemaker. This is one of those songs that every K-pop fan should know, and it's close to the top of that list. Everything about this song is iconic, down to the dance. Troublemaker was also the duo that we didn't fully appreciate until they were gone. While some songs that were released this long ago get dated and boring, Troublemaker is not one of them. Number 2. The Boys by Girls' Generation. The Boys is arguably one of the biggest girl group songs of the decade. It's another song that sounds nothing like the other tracks released that year. It was a different sound for Girls' Generation. On top of that, the Boys and Girls' Generation are both so iconic that every time I've seen other groups cover this song, they always leave in the Girls' Generation make you feel the heat, while normally artists would change those types of lyrics. Iconic. Number 1. Bubble Pop by HyunA. HyunA is my favorite solo artist. Every song she's released has been a bop, and Bubble Pop is no different. While bubblegum pop was definitely a thing by this point in K-pop, I really feel as if HyunA revolutionized it ever further. She added a layer of sexy on top of the cute, and the result is unprecedented. Add on top of all of that, it's the first female solo song to have hit 100 million views. 2012. Number 5. Pandora by Kara. I feel as if 2012 was when K-pop really had a distinctive look and sound, and Pandora fits in with it perfectly. I love this song, and the synthesized big band type sound in the chorus works so well for this song. Not to mention, the set for the chorus with the brightly colored neon lights is a staple for 2012 K-pop. This was a great follow-up to Step. Number 4. I Will Show You by ILY. Like I've said before, I love vocal heavy songs, and you can't get any more vocal heavy when it comes to ILY. The first time I heard the song all the way through, I was shocked. The beginning really fools you into thinking it's a ballad, but then the hard-hitting chorus starts, and it's like a slap in the face. But a good slap in the face. I love ILY's voice so much. This song is quite different from my other top 5, but I think it's deserved. Number 3. Face by NewST. I think Face is one of the best debut songs ever. Had Pledis been able to promote NewST right after Face, I think that NewST could have been one of the biggest groups in the 2010s. Heavy drum beats and a tasteful use of synthesizer and a little auto-tune makes this song a staple for 2012. On top of the iconic high note at the end of the song, this song is all types of iconic, and I love it. Number 2. Mama by EXO. EXO is one of my all-time favorite groups. In my opinion, they were the best group to debut in the 2010s. While not my absolute favorite EXO title track, Mama was a great introduction for what EXO would become. From the get-go, the choruses in EXO's songs were focused on their vocals and vocal harmonies. Mama is the type of song that I would play for someone who was wanting to get into K-pop. Despite the loud instrumental, I feel as if the vocals really take this song to the next level. Number 1. The Chaser by Infinite. Infinite has released multiple title tracks that are in my top favorite songs from this decade, but The Chaser is one of my top ones by them. Once again, there's a vocal heavy chorus, but this song seems to be a whole different type of vocal heavy. I feel that Infinite is the type of group who has a stable sound that I don't get bored of. The Chaser was one of those songs where I heard it and thought, yes, this is Infinite, and it's a good thing. 10 out of 10. 2013. Number 5. Crooked by G-Dragon. Crooked is the type of song that I feel 99% of people like, whether or not they're huge fans of G-Dragon or Big Bang. If it wasn't clear by now, I don't usually love songs that are rap focused, but G-Dragon has such a unique style in his voice that I love. I feel if this song was done by anyone else, I wouldn't have liked it as much, but he just makes it perfect. I love it. Number 4. Moya by AOA Black. This song is vastly different from anything else I've mentioned in this video. I can't fully explain what it is about this song, but like a few others I've mentioned in this video, it gives me such a strong nostalgic vibe. On top of that, Jimin is probably my favorite female idol rapper. She has such a unique tone, and she's the reason I really got into AOA. This song overall, while being more acoustic than what I usually lean towards, is such a good song. Everyone needs a chiller jam song, right? Number 3. I Got a Boy by Girls' Generation. This song has been entitled the Bohemian Rhapsody of K-pop, and it's pretty damn accurate. This song is a roller coaster. When I first heard it, it was pretty disorientating, especially because I had heard the I Got a Boy Moat Jin part before, and the song build up is completely different from what I had expected. That's what makes the song so good. It's an actual trip, and an iconic one at that. Just the Ayo stop, let me put this down another way, and don't stop, let's bring it back to 140, are two of the most iconic lines ever, and they're from the same song. Number 2. Growl by EXO. Talk about a song that literally everyone knows. Before I really got into EXO, I had heard the chorus to this song more times than I could count. It feels like every rookie group has covered this song, and it deserves all of the hype it gets. I'm pretty sure I've listened to this song way more than I should have, but it doesn't get old or boring no matter how much I do. When you find a song like that, you hold on to it, and that's how I feel about Growl. Number 1. Do You Feel Me by Mr. Mister. This is a song that I didn't hear until much after it was released. By the time I had listened to it, it reminded me a lot of the songs I was listening to when I was in middle school and made me fall in love with the song completely. When I discovered this song, I'm pretty sure I listened to it on repeat for a solid week. It reminds me of Big Time Rush or David Archuleta, both artists I was super into in my preteen years. I absolutely love this song, and probably will for a long time. 2014. Number 5. What You Doing Today by 4 Minute. I also love songs that use brass instruments, and What You Doing Today uses them so well. On top of that, I've mentioned before how much I love HyunA. This is my favorite 4-minute song. It's just a bop in every way. I know it's not their most popular song, but I feel like it was a really good fit for them as a group. It does remind me a bit of a song AOA would have done too, and I love AOA too. Number 4. A by GOT7. It is one of my favorite GOT7 songs. I love bright, refreshing, cute boy group concepts, and A is the epitome of that. This was one of the first cute boy group songs I fell in love with, and is the reason I started to fully stan GOT7. While I don't think they ever will, I would love to see them doing another bubblegum pop song, even just for old time's sake. I feel like this song gets clowned a lot, but I sincerely love this song. Number 3. Red by HyunA. Red is my favorite HyunA song by far. While the video is up there in oddness, HyunA could do pretty much anything and I would still love it. The chorus of this song is so catchy and is the ultimate ho anthem. It's the type of song that when I hear it, I want to learn the dance to it, even if I'd never be able to look anything like HyunA does. This song is iconic, and I definitely listen to it on repeat every now and then. Red is truly a show-stopping song. Number 2. Overdose by EXO. As far as EXO title tracks go, I feel as if Overdose is one of their best. They came to the party with their usual harmonic vocal chorus, but the song is such a dance-heavy song on top of that, it's a win-win situation. I also just have to say that the part in the dance where they use each other's heads as drums is one of the most iconic dance moments in a K-pop song to this date. Also, the bridge in Overdose is probably my favorite EXO bridge. Number 1. Last Romeo by Infinite. I heard this song for the first time this year since I was super late to the party. Last Romeo quickly became not only my favorite Infinite song, but one of my favorite songs as a whole. I listened to it on repeat for hours after the first time I heard it. It reminds me a little bit of the boy bands I listened to before I got into K-pop, with a bit of a Broadway influence, and the brass instruments I talked about before. It basically checks every box I have to make it one of my favorite songs of all time.